did a huge master declutter and got rid of probably, I'd say, close to half of my collection. And so it was really nice to kind of pare down a bunch of stuff, get rid of things that I wasn't using or that I just never used or didn't like anymore, or that was the wrong shade. And I hadn't really bought much makeup recently, and so it was fun to kind of go grab a few items of a few things from Sephora, a few things from Ulta, some new releases that were really intriguing to me. And so I'm being a little bit more picky about the makeup I buy. I used to basically just buying anything that was new, whether I was really excited to try it or not, just for the sake of doing a review video for you, which, you know, is fine because that is part of my job, but it also got very expensive and was very wasteful because I would, you know, buy stuff that maybe I didn't really get excited about, or I'd buy a whole collection that launched just for the sake of trying it in a video, and then I was stuck with a lot of these products because I wouldn't return them, and I would just have a ton of stuff that I paid for and I bought that I didn't really want, but I wanted to do a video on them so that you guys would have them. And so I'm trying to do things a little different from here on out on my channel. The stuff that I buy, I want it to be things that I'm actually really intrigued about trying or excited about trying, and I'm kind of over just buying anything and everything new that comes out in every shade just for the sake of doing the video. I'm trying to be more mindful of that because it is extremely wasteful. I am not a millionaire. I don't have gobs and gobs of money to just be wasting on makeup. You know, we're expecting a little baby. And I also started thinking, like, these companies are coming out with so much product all the time, new collections. It seems like every time I turn around, every time I refresh Sephora or Ulta, there's just like a company's releasing another collection. And you know, it's really hard to keep up on that. And if you are a beauty YouTuber and you get tons of PR, that's a whole other situation because you're constantly just getting all the collections for free. And I am on some PR stuff, but I just felt like that was getting so overwhelming with so many new collections that you're constantly like feeling you have to be on top of it. And that's just unrealistic for the average girl. Like, the average girl doesn't have unlimited funds to just spend and drop on every new collection of every brand that keeps coming out. So I'm being more mindful of the things that I buy, really just buying things that I'm excited to try and then sharing those with you guys. Of course, when PR stuff comes out, I do share some of those things too, but most of the time I'm just sharing things that I really love, that I really am interested in trying. And of course I share in my like crap video products that just didn't work out for me. But yeah, that was kind of a long intro of why I am filming a haul. But if you're wondering why I just decluttered and then why I got some new stuff, it's because new things came out that I actually was genuinely excited about, and I want to share them with you. A few things I have tried because some of these I bought a little while ago, and I have 2 videos now that I have filmed, one of them being the look today of these products. So if I've tried them, I'll let you guys know my thoughts and let you know if I liked them. So let's just get into Sephora. If you guys are new, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this video. Decided to stay a while. My name is Cassie, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and thumbs up this video and hit that notification bell, that way you're notified of any new videos that come out. So without further ado, let's get into the haul. With Sephora, yesterday I filmed this video trying out this new Milk foundation. I don't want to tell you too much about it because I do have a testing new products video that I filmed with it, and I did a wear test, but I will tell you that I tested this and my last check-in was 12 hours later and I was shook. So that's all I'm gonna say. It is the matte foundation and it's their blurring liquid makeup. I have the shade Light, and so yes, I was excited to try this. I haven't really seen anybody talk about it. I don't think I've really seen many reviews, and so I haven't tried much Milk makeup. I think I was on their PR list at one point and then I must have gotten taken off of it. But I did like their blur stick, and I think that's the only thing I've tried from them. So I did pick this up at my JCPenney Sephora, and I like it. Is another foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. It's what's on my face right now. This is the shade Y245. And I like this. I might be, probably should have checked my face. I had to take a nap. Girl, I was up till 5 a.m. because Ted was out of town, and I do not sleep good when Ted is gone. So I was up till 5, and then I finally, hold on, Finn has one of my makeup wipes. I was up until 5. I think that's when I finally fell asleep because I heard the sprinklers go off, and then I was up at 7:15 or so. So I was really tired, needed a little nap. But I've worn this about 5 times now. I really like it. It is a very matte, long-wearing foundation. The thing I will say about this, though, I have pretty normal, slightly combo skin, and I like having this primer oil on my skin when I wear this because it is very matte and it can look a little bit like flat and dry on my face. So I'd worn this a few times prior to trying out the oil with it. Love it so much better with the oil. Definitely recommend using a beauty blender to blend this out as well because I just didn't like the way the brush applied it. So I really do like this. Between the two, it's really hard. This one I feel like gives more of a natural skin finish. It's what is on my face right now. More of a natural skin finish, but this one gives a beautiful blurring and lasts longer. So it's a toss-up. I mean, I like them both a lot for very different reasons. Okay, these are lip liners from Sephora. It's their gel lip liner. I have this one on right now. This one is called the Nudist. I had a small one of these and I just loved it so much I needed to get the full size. These gel ones are so great. That is a perfect, gorgeous nude. It looks so good. And then this one's Suede or Sink, and I wore this in yesterday's video that I filmed, which is another get ready with me trying new products. It's the one where I use the Milk makeup, which will probably be up next week. This one's like a deeper nude, and I like these because they're not like overly mauve-y, but they are more of a cooler nudes, and they're just fantastic. Can't recommend these ones enough. From Sephora, this is their Melting Lip Click. It's what's on my lips right now. It's in the shade Caramel. They have only like 5 or 6 of these shades, but it feels so nice on the lips. You guys know I was raving about the Mocha Chocolate Latte of the Marc Jacobs sticks, that I love it so much. This is just like it, but less expensive. There's just not as many shades. But I did pick up another one of the Marc Jacobs ones, and this one's in Sugar Sugar. And Sugar Sugar, they're very similar. They're actually very similar. Sugar Sugar is just slightly lighter, and in my viewfinder, it's looking more taupey nude, but in my mirror, it's looking slightly more peachy nude. Either way, love these. I have this one in the Mocha Chocolate Latte color as well, and I really, really like it. So if you can find colors you like in the Sephora one, I say the quality is just as good and a lot cheaper, but the Marc Jacobs ones are phenomenal as well. A couple little samples. I picked up the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet in Y205. The one that I bought in the big size is 245. And so I wanted to have one to mix with it. It was a code like, oh, I don't remember what the code was, but you can look on the Sephora website. So I got that, and then I also got this Ole Henriksen Cold Plunge Pore Mask. I think this was a 100-point perk. I've seen a lot of people posting about it, and I really wanted to try it. That's a good size sample. Like, this is heavy. Most of the time when you get these little samples, I feel like half of it is gone. This one actually feels like it's completely full, which is really nice. Lancome Genifique little serum. I like those for traveling. Oh, and I got a Sinner. I have so many points. I just need to use some up. Okay, now these products I have not tried. They just came in today. The first is this Laneige BB Cushion Pore Blur in number 23 Sand. I got this because I watched Tati Glam Life Guru, her video with her sister, and she was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And then I just watched her recent video where she also does another video on this, and I was very intrigued, so I was excited to try this. It's actually not too expensive either for a Sephora product, like a Sephora foundation. You do get half an ounce in each, so technically it's like getting one foundation because most of them are 1 ounce. But I'm excited to try this. Again, I got the shade 23 Sand. So I am going to be doing a first impressions demo wear test with this as well. All right, the Backstage foundation, I had little sample ones of this in the shade 2N, and I really, really liked it. This is definitely more of a medium coverage foundation, but it blurs your pores. It looks so good. I'm so excited. It's not a particularly expensive foundation either for Sephora, and it being Dior. I actually like the bottle. It is a squeezy bottle. Yeah, ooh, wow. It is squeezing out. It's a squeezy bottle. I would definitely recommend, if you can go get color match, do that. Because shade 2, you'd think, oh, that's pretty light. Shade 2 is actually kind of dark, but it works out really well when I have a tan, like my self tanner on. My self tanner's mostly gone right now. But shade 2 is good. I probably could have done 1.5, but I really liked the way shade 2N looked on my skin. So I got that. I will use that in a video as well. And then this literally just launched. And I love my Natasha Glow foundation and I love my Natasha X foundation. Both of those are amazing. The X I mixed with the La Mer on my wedding day. I love mixing the Face Glow foundation and the X together. It's like one of my favorite of all time foundation combos. So I saw that they came out with it's called Transformat, Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation. I don't know why I'm like getting drawn to like these random matte foundations, because I've been kind of out of matte foundations for a while. But so far the ones I've been trying, I'm loving. So this is what it looks like. I got 40N Light Medium Neutral, which all the other foundations that I have from them is in shade 40. So I was hoping that this is going to be the same. It's definitely more of a tan shade for me, so I have to have self tanner on. But there's very few times that I don't wear self tanner. So I try to keep something close to like my self tanner shade. And I love the tone of the 40 that I have. It's just like the most perfect tone of foundation. So, ooh, okay, that's good. Okay, just pouring it. Oh, I love the way their foundation smells. Just pouring it out on my hand, it has a blurring effect on my skin like the Dior. So if you've tried this and you know what I'm talking about with that blurring effect that this one has, this one also blurs like that. Ooh, that's nice. I'm excited to try this. So make sure you're subscribed. That way you can make sure you don't miss any of these videos. Okay, so this is from Sephora. This is their, what do they call you? Perfect Nude. It's one of their lip glosses. I've had this in my cart to try for a really long time. And when I went to the Sephora in my JCPenney's, I was like, let me just go swatch that, because we have obviously the Sephora collection. Our JCPenney's has very like limited stuff in it, but they do have the Sephora collection. So this is in Perfect Nude, and it's just a really nice kind of juicy, soft nude color. It has a little bit of like a minty vanilla scent to it. So I'm excited to try that. I haven't tried it yet. I did kind of go a little crazy at Ulta because there was so much new stuff that I had in my cart online that they had in my store. So I was like, yes, please, I'll take you and you and you. Okay, so the first is the Dose of Colors and the I Love Sarah E. Is Sarah E? Sarah E? I don't know how to say it properly. It's just how I've heard people say it. So her collection came out and I was drawn to the packaging. It's so pretty. Where did the shadow palette go? I have the shadow palette on my eyes right now, so I did do a tutorial for this look. I think everything's pretty fairly priced. The packaging is just so cute. And then here is the little palette. Of course, you cannot get a whole look just using this palette, so I did use like a very inexpensive $5 palette for some matte shades, but it's absolutely beautiful. They blend like a dream. It's a gorgeous palette. This is such a pretty blue, or like a teal green with micro glitter. This black has so much sparkle in it. Absolutely stunning. I definitely wanted to dip into that color, but I swatched it the other day. I wanted to dip into it, but I decided to do something different today because that's my safety zone. Gorgeous, gorgeous little palette here. I really like it. Do I think that it's like a must-have palette that I'm going to get like the most use out of any palette I own? No, but if you like these colors, the quality is really beautiful. The palette is beautiful. And I love supporting other YouTubers. So I like that. There are other products from her collection that I like more, but this palette is really nice. I don't have anything bad to say about it. So if you like the colors, yes, definitely go get it. I think it is worth the money. I just don't think it's like a must-have out of the collection because I think there's other things that I liked a lot more. These being two of the products, which I was like so scared to buy these because I'm like, they're gonna be too dark for my skin. I used these in the video I filmed yesterday, so that will be up next week with the Milk makeup. These are beautiful. Now, yes, finger swatches, they are dark. I mean, with a finger swatch, it's a heavy, concentrated application of the shadow. It just is dark, right? I swatched these in that video and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to wear these. But what you do is you take your brush, and I really like using this brush from Wet n Wild. I get it in the product, I kind of get it into my brush, and then you tap off all the excess. That's the key here. Tap off all the excess because you'll have a lot of excess. And then you start buffing it into your cheekbones, and it's perfect. Now the color Bathe, which is the more pinky one, that one I need to be light-handed with. So I really do tap off the excess, and it works on my skin. This I have no problem with. Soulmate, that definitely works on my skin. Bathe, I have to be a little bit more careful if I don't have like a strong self-tan on. But these are beautiful. I would definitely recommend them. If you are a lighter skin tone than I am, I probably would say they're probably too dark. But you can still try it because they are really pretty. They're the last 3 products I picked up, because I did get one of her liquid lipsticks. She came out with 3. This is the one that really I was drawn to, and it's in Nude Chica, and I love it. I think it is absolutely beautiful. Swatched on my hand, it swatches more pink. On my lips, it goes on a little bit more peachy. It actually looks just like this, but matte, and it's absolutely stunning. I would definitely recommend if you like nudes. This formula is fantastic. The color is beautiful, and it wears all day. The 2 glosses, I did use this gloss, which has gold glitter in it, and it's called Brillo, and I do like it. It does have the glitter flecks in it. Like, you could feel the glitter flecks. So if you don't like something where you can feel the glitter in your gloss, you won't like this. For me, when I put it on in my video, the first time I tried this, I put it on over this liquid lipstick, and I felt like it was a little bit hard to get a gloss look. It was more of like glitter sticking to my lips. So it is pretty. I don't know if it's a must-have for me. This gloss is really pretty. I haven't tried it yet. And it's called Barely There. And it's a little bit more of a peachy nude, really opaque gloss. So I really like this gloss. Between the 2, I'll probably get more use out of this one than I will this one. I don't really mind feeling the glitter. But I have other glosses that, you know, are similar with that light beigey color, clear with like beigey and gold glitters, but it's still really beautiful. I just think the star out of this collection was the highlighters and this Nude Chica gloss, or the Nude Chica liquid lip. Beautiful. I love them. If you're wondering, wow, Cassie, what highlight are you wearing? It's Beaming from the Sky. It's beaming from outer space. It's this Revolution $15 palette. They have 2. They have a darker one and this one. The other one's called Ignite, or Blaze. Ignite, I think. This is what I'm wearing. I have this shade right here on my cheekbones. It is blinding and insane. And then I have these 2 colors mixed for the inner corner highlight. Like, let me just show you. The formula of this is very similar feeling to the formula of the Dose of Color ones, and the shine is just as crazy pigmented as that is. But you go into it, tap off your excess, and then look. Oh my gosh. It's so crazy. Look at that. It just absolutely beaming from the moon. Beautiful. If you don't like these shades, you can definitely pick up the other palette. I don't like the way these swatch. I felt like when I got this, I swatched it and I was like, ooh, I feel like maybe it's gonna be chalky, and it's not. These are smooth and beautiful, and they look fantastic. Again, when you put them on, this brush is my favorite. You get it in there, and then you just buff it into the cheekbones like this. You just go back and forth and buff. I just buff it like this, and it's so beautiful. So there might be colors in that other palette that are similar to the ones from Dose of Colors. These ones aren't really all that similar to this palette, because this is the lighter one. So if you've got the darker one, you might be able to find similar shades to these ones and just pick up this palette if you didn't want to spend the money on those highlighters. But this is amazing. Another thing that's amazing from Makeup Revolution is this little liner here. It's the Renaissance Flick Liner. It's matte, it's black, it's what is on my eyes. I've worn this the last 2 days. I really like it. It stays all day. It doesn't melt away. It doesn't wear off. It stays matte black. And it even went over this chunkier shimmery shade really easily. It goes beautifully over a matte shadow. It's ultra black and very, very matte. Also picked up these things from the L'Oreal Havana collection. This I showed in a testing new products. It's their brow. Gotta give brows. This is going back immediately. It's literally the stupidest brow product ever. I get what they're trying to do with this. Nobody's nailed it yet. This is in the shade Light, and it's like felt tip, and it's got a slanted tip, but you literally cannot get a fine line with it. Like, no matter if you just try to use the end, there's like no product at the end. And then when you try to do your strokes, they're thick and they're see-through looking, and they look really watery. So I tried using this in a video. You can watch that. It'll be up next week. It was just like an absolute fail. Like, it's just not good. We have their eyeliner, and this is the Flash Liner. And this one is a very thick, chubby, felt tip liquid liner, which I'm not opposed to. I have some ones that I really like. This is what it looks like. It's nice and black. I have not used this yet. I'm definitely very impressed with this one, that it makes me like not even want to try that one. I think they're about the same price point, like 10 bucks, but it looks black and nice. So I still need to give that a go. So I don't have any opinions on this one yet. This is the new I Love Melissa Michelle collection with Ulta. This is their lip liner and their lip duo in Dainty. This color was the one that obviously I was most drawn to. There was I believe a total of 2 different lip product collections. So the packaging is super cute. I love the color. And so we have like a deep mauve lip liner, which I'm all about that life. And then one of these, it kind of looks like the ColourPop ones, like their lippy sticks, just a matte lip color. So that looks really pretty. I'm excited to try that. I have not tried that in a video. And then they also had her face palette, but when I swatched, I don't know if it's just because it's been sitting out and lots of fingers have been touching it, but the highlighters were like super crumbly. The powder products looked really nice, but the highlighters were really crumbly, so I didn't pick that up. I haven't seen any other reviews on it yet, so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get that, but I will try out this eyeshadow palette. The packaging is just beautiful. I have eyeshadows, a nice size mirror. It seems like a good quality mirror. And then you have a liner, and then this like little felt tip, or this thing, which I wish they would have put like a brush, or I don't know, a brown liner, some sort of liner or something, because I don't think anyone uses those like sponge tip applicators. I was obviously drawn to these colors. These are like some of my favorite shades. And then you have these kind of more chunky glitters, and then a glitter liquid liner. So it's really hard sometimes with like the Ulta products. I don't know, I just feel like a lot of times when I try to swatch stuff at Ulta that's been out on the display, the displays are so dried out and just not good. So I wanted to get this one because I did really like the colors of it. I'm doing a couple of swatches here. Now the shimmer shades are very like thick and chunky, kind of like a pressed pigment would be. Some of them are a lot smoother than others, and I'll kind of explain that. So there's the mattes. The mattes are pretty nice. They are really pigmented and smooth. This color called Hey Guys is very, very chunky and really doesn't have, oh, it's this one right here. It's really chunky and it's a little bit hard to work with. I tried to wear this the other day and it was just like I could not get it to be smooth on my eyes with my finger or with a brush with Fix Plus. Even swatching it with my finger and then trying to blend it out, it's just really, really thick and chunky and I cannot get it to be smooth. Where a lot of, I'm familiar with a lot of pressed pigment type products that are a little bit chunkier and you have to, get them wet or use your finger. This one I can't get to not be thick and chunky with fingers, Fix Plus, brush, anything. This one is very smooth. That's this color on my thumb out here. This color is like a typical pressed pigment where you probably want to use your finger. That's the color next to it. And then this one, Dude, is very smooth, which is that darker shade right there. So the mattes are really nice. The shimmers are a little bit hit or miss for me because some of them are a lot more difficult to work with. The shades over here, these two are glitters, so you'll definitely need a glitter glue. But then this one's a shimmer, which is weird that they put two glitters and then like another shimmer shadow over here. So I don't understand that. And this green just, the green throws me off, I think. It's just very like not fitting with the palette. I'm trying to figure out the green. I might need to go watch her video and hear how and why she came up with the colors she did, because all the other colors, even this gold, I think marry all very well together, but this green just throws me off. I don't know why, but the green throws me off. It's very pretty though. And then this is the liner, and it's a pink like glitter liner, which I probably won't use just because I just don't use glitter liners all that much, but that has nothing to say about the quality. So I think that the colors are super pretty. The mattes are really nice. Some of the shimmers are nice, and some of the shimmers you got to work with a little bit. So I think it's so pretty though. Last thing, which I actually got from the ABH website, is the Norvina palette. This one I'm still trying to figure out how I like. I've played with it twice. Also my foundation like squirted and blew up on me and got all over my palette, which was weird because this wasn't even near me. It was like across the room. But it's a really, I just love the way that this palette looks. Just love these colors. I'm just trying to figure out, my feelings. I might do a video on it. But yeah, it's just hard. Because I do love, I mean, those colors are exactly the kind of colors I'm drawn to. I'm just not sure that I love how the palette all works together. So we'll see. I gotta play with it some more. The colors are just so pretty. I did wear these, I think I said in one of my videos, and I used this color Celestial, and I expected it to be really like rich in pigment and vibrant. I applied it with my fingers. I applied it with Fix Plus. I just could not get it. It just looked so dull and like unexciting on my eyes. Which was sad because that was a color I was really looking forward to. So this one I still got to play with. I wasn't as impressed first time using it as I thought I would be. So that is it. Those are some things that I was really excited to pick up and my thoughts on the things that I've tried. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. What are some new products you're excited to try? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.